everyone, and welcome back to Phasmophobia. So today's episode's probably going to be a little bit short. I am not having the best day, but we're going to do a couple ghosts. We're going to see how this goes, because the last ghosts I had were extremely stubborn and did not want to work with me. So yeah, let's just get in. Turn the audio back up. And add all my stuff. Minus crappy flashlight. I think everything's good there. What do I feel like doing today? Normally if I'm feeling like brave, I'll start with like a Grafton or a Bleasdale, but I think I'm going to start with the Tanglewood. Intermediate. Yeah, kind of just a low energy day, but I will try to make this as best as I possibly can. For a second I was like, wait, there's already ghost orbs?
Looks like this is going to be a tough one. We've had reports of violence.
Yeah.
Looks like they left in a hurry.
It wasn't ghost orbs, it was snow. Okay, let's see. Escape during a hunt sucks. Is that new? Oh no, never mind. I'm just having problems reading. Ghost event and EMF reader. So I can probably do the EMF and the ghost event. We got Kenny Clark. Responds to people who are alone. And it's in the basement. Joy. Okay, let's grab that. Obviously EMF. And I always struggle on what my second piece of equipment should be, but we'll take a spirit box. I got the key. It's weird being at Tanglewood when it's not raining. So let's just go immediately to the basement, which the door's open. Okay, there we go. Anything here? No, nothing on the shelves. Oh, he's afoot. So we've... Oh. Door? No. Door? No. What the frick? You touched one of these doors. There's only so many doors here. What? I'm not crazy, right? Is it in here? Ah. Okay, well. Where are you? Are you here? Are you with us? You're throwing things. Are you friendly? Okay. So nothing on the spirit box, but we already have an EMF 5. I was like, I hear doors! Okay, so we have that. Sanity's fine. Okay, mark down EMF 5. Okay. So let's... Crap. I did it wrong! Okay. We'll just stick that on there, and then... Dot's camera combo is just like one of the easiest ways. I just get all that good evidence at the same time. And I'm gonna focus on the bedroom, because I've never had a ghost actually in the closet. Throwing stuff. I'm actually gonna set up right here. And there we go. It's hard when it's just one person, because when it's multiple people, like, you can have other people bringing in equipment, but when it's just you, you're just like, okay, run back and forth, and then it's like, I don't want to waste any time, and so it's like, okay, just get everything set up, then I can go, I can look for orbs, I can look for dots, and there we got dots, right as I said it. Okay, so dots, not orbs. Okay. Dots projector. Okay, so Wraith, Oni, Goryo, Raiju. I had a crazy Wraith last time. Spirit Box. Didn't get anything on the Spirit Box. Goryo would be fingerprints. I should have taken my blacklight in there. What was it? Oni. It is throwing things. Freezing temp. Or Raiju. Where the heck? There you go. Ghost orbs. Okay, not really feeling Wraith or Raiju. Leaning more towards Oni, if anything. Because, I mean, like I said, it is throwing things. And it's decently active, I would say. Goryo, it's open doors. So the best thing I can do is probably to take... I don't know why I prefer the glow sticks, but I'm going to take the glow sticks and... What was that thing? What was the thing for Oni? Freezing temps, that's what it was. Freezing temps would be easy to see. So I'm just going to take a crucifix to hopefully save my bacon. So we'll throw down this crucifix first. Since we know this is... I swear I just saw something, and it looked like a wisp of some sort. That was weird. Can you touch a door? Can you hear me? Are you here? Wait. Did I just see my breath? Darn you for being unclear. Okay. Since I'm like... Oh gosh. Which door was it? Well, obviously there's no prints. Okay. Since I apparently am being dumb and I cannot tell if I can see my breath or not, I'm gonna go back out, get a thermometer. Obvious, easy way to tell if it's freezing. Walk back up sideways because I don't have both hands. There we go. Still haven't witnessed a ghost event. We're just getting interactions. Camera and thermometer. Like I said, I swear I saw a wisp of something, so I think it's probably freezing. Yep. Okay, so I need to get a picture of this and get a picture of that bone. So that mirror on the wall was the cursed object. I don't need to use it because I know where the ghost is. When you have like really big maps, sometimes it can outweigh the potential sanity drain to just kind of take a peek and look at where the ghost is. If you know the maps really, really well, if you do like an asylum or something, you'd have to know exactly what you're looking for, but sometimes it can help you kind of narrow down the area. Okie dokie. So yeah, we have freezing, which means it's an Oni. And our sanity's at 83, like, geez. I'm going to take another crucifix. I'm actually going to drop this camera here, take a full camera, and go see if I can piss it off. After the day I've had, I'm feeling like antagonizing something, so... Oh, wow, look at that. You just gonna keep going? Is it? Neither... That was the longest ghost event I've seen, and neither of the crucifixes are used at all, so he wasn't trying to hunt. Obviously, if he was trying to hunt, I'd be dead because I was standing there like a deer in the headlights. But I snapped 4 pictures really fast. I wonder if any of them actually counted. Wow, no antagonizing necessary. Oh, look at that. My camera's all glitched out. But, so we didn't get an interaction on that, but we got the bone, we got the haunted mirror. And it only counted the ghost once and then an interaction, I guess, when it shut the door. So we got pictures, and anybody who's watched the channel knows I am unwilling to cause a hunt. Although, okay, so look at that. We had that big, long ghost event, and my sanity didn't go down. That's about the same as it was when I went in. Which is really weird, because ghost events usually tank your sanity, but I guess my mind was a steel trap for that one. But we have our evidence. I've seen the ghost manifest, which is rare for me. So, you know what? I'm gonna be a chicken, and I'm gonna leave that last one there. Yay! Yay for living! Oh, I just saw it run by on the dots. Kenny was saying bye. I always feel weird when my first ghost is, like, easy.
Welcome back. I've got some jobs ready for you.
Yeah, 1 ghost event, 16 interactions, just that door. That whole thing took me, like, 10 minutes. That's just, to me, that's just weird. I'm flabbergasted. Okay, where to next? I think on the last episode I did a Bleasdale, so maybe we'll do a Grafton. I tend to stay away from the larger maps just because they take a long time and they're hard. But I do them by request. That is the thing. So if you want to see one of the larger maps, let me know in the comments. Grafton. I was telling my husband that, because he plays Phas too, and I'm like, with all this new talk about, like, the new interface and the revamp of the asylum, I'm like, you know what? We don't want more ghost types. We want more maps. Because I think since... Okay, Martin, I know, you say the same spiel. But I want to say that since the last time we got a new map... Oh gosh, which ghosts were out? I want to say, like, up through Oni? Looking at it like this, I want to say it was, like... that's probably better. I think it was, like, we had these ghosts, like, the first ghosts. Maybe these ones. But all these ghost types have been added since, you know, we got a new map. I think Willow Street's the most recent one, but I'm like, we don't need more ghost types, especially without new evidence or, like, any obvious behavior differences. Like, the twins are kind of obvious, but since I don't spend hours upon hours upon hours playing, it's like some of the behaviors are a little harder to pinpoint. Like, an Oni likes to throw things. In my personal experience, yeah, Onis like throwing things, but guess what? Poltergeist, that's kind of their thing. But also, I've had spirits who like to yeet things into orbit while I'm in the room. So it's like, Okay, not worlds different. I'm like, I don't need any more ghost types. I'm done with that. I don't care how cool they sound. Like, these ones sound terrifying, but honestly, I'm just like, I don't need any more new ghosts. I need new maps. I'm tired of playing the same maps over and over and over again. And then they redid the furniture in the houses, which just made the layout confusing. Okay, I'm getting off my soapbox now. Prevent a hunt with crucifix, candle, and photo. Every time they want a photo, I can't get the stupid ghost to manifest. So, we'll see. We'll see how this goes. You know what? I'm gonna take... Yeah. Got the key. And we're off. For a second, I forgot which house we were doing. I'm like, what's the layout here? I forgot to check where the breaker was. That's gonna be fun. Just keep my ear out. It's either usually in here or upstairs. That was me. Okay. Not down here. So... Or they have been moving it to this back room. Door. Ah, there it is. Okay, breaker is on. Okay, nothing. Another thing that I've noticed about my playstyle, I don't use the house lights. It's probably a bad idea, but yeah, I don't use the lights in the house. I should. And I don't know why I don't, but I never have. Occasionally I'll like flick a light switch just to see if the ghost has turned the breaker off, but for the most part, I don't ever use the lights. Okay, well, nothing downstairs. I've never had a ghost haunt this bedroom. And I mean, I haven't played as long as, like, Insum. He's played an obscene amount of hours. He's in, like, the level 9,000s. But, oh, well, there's a bone. A pelvis, to be exact. What is with this ghost? Jeez. Well, then. Not a gosh dang thing in this house. What? I'm being punked by a dead person. Nothing? Is there a ghost here? Hello, ghost! Anything? Can you give me a sign? I haven't heard anything. I haven't seen anything. What? How strange. Hello? I mean, I guess I didn't check the living room, but... What? I have had some ghosts wait out the timer, and then as soon as the timer goes down, they start acting all crazy, but I'm quite surprised that I have not heard a single thing. Is it broken? I have questions. Is it like over here? No? Probably just have a ghost waiting out a timer, which they suck, because as soon as the timer goes off, they start acting like frickin' crazy. Wow, this is different. Nothing? Hello? Anyone home? Oh, lights are on. I need to go check the van and see if there's any activity. Of course, right as I walk out, the ghost is like, oh, by the way, I'm here. You jerk. My sanity is already at an 83 just from me walking around the house. And now it decides to do things. You know what? Fluff off. We're going thermometer next. That'll show me where the ghost is. Jeez. Pain in the butt. Maybe the cold temperature is from outside. 60. 60. 55. 60. It's all pretty standard temp. Normally, if the ghost is there and it's not freezing temps, normally you can get like the 40s. How peculiar. In here? Okay, well, that's the lowest. Where are you? Are you here? Are you friendly? Are you French? That's a toughie. I guess I'm setting up in here? It's my best guess. I'm gonna light check again. Oh. Okay, it shut off the breaker. Which ghost would shut off a breaker? A mare? Mares... Not Djinns. Djinns like the electricity. That is a darn good question. I know that... Raiju? Because Raiju's like cold temperatures, but maybe... Okay. What can I divine from these? Yeah, so mares... Yeah, turning on the lights around the mare will lower its chances to attack. So normally, if I've had something turn the breaker off, it's been like a mare or something. But also... Hantu. Did I say Raiju earlier? I was talking about the Hantu. So the cold makes them more aggressive and empowered. So if the breaker's not on, the heater's not working. So maybe? We have absolutely diddly for evidence, so... no. Moroi. Not feeling. No? Because they haven't been aggressive. This one's weird. This is a ghost acting weird. Okay. Yeah. Let's get a camera and dots. I really hate ghosts that are just like, I refuse to give up anything. I'm like, this is intermediate, sir. Okay, let's... I also need to do a temp check again, just to make sure our friend hasn't moved. Dang it. No. Okay, back to searching, I guess. For a dead person, you're a thorn in my side. Is it like a knock or something? I feel like I'm wasting so much time, like, running around. Oh. That's different. I literally said earlier in the episode, I have never had a ghost hunt in this bedroom, and guess what? Or haunt the bedroom. Look at that. And it's above that, so maybe that's where I was getting the temperature difference from. Give me that. I'm wasting time. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Up you go. So we have confirmed freezing. Yep. Did you blow the breaker again? You jerk! Blew the breaker again? That's twice. I don't think I've met a ghost who hates light so much. Well, you know what? You can play that game. I need to get out to check my sanity and recoup because this ghost is tricky and a little aggressive. So, like, I just feel aggressive vibes and I'm not really for it. Let's see. Doth my camera pick up... Gosh dang it! Ah, there's orbs! There are orbs. I can see them. I always thought for some odd reason that the orbs would not show up if the light was on, but I like distinctly... Yeah, there it is. It's like right... You're making out... Oh, there's another one. Well, so this is a first for me. I've never had a ghost in this room. No evidence. So we have freezing temp and orbs. Please tell me that the mimic does... Gosh dang it. Ghost orbs show up near a mimic. So now we're in this weird in-between thing again, because if I start getting evidence for an Onryo, their evidence... So, freezing temp and ghost orbs, we already have those, but... Yeah, and spirit box. So if we get spirit box, freezing temps, and ghost orbs, look what else. If we get fingerprints, it's a mimic and not an Onryo. Frick frack, I don't like this. I hate that combination. Every time I'm like, oh, it's an Onryo. I'm like, wait, look for fingerprints. I didn't check my sanity. Whoops! Yeah, look at that! Looky there. You gave yourself away, my friend. So, let's just hope that fingerprints don't go with anything else, and that I got an easy out. We shall see. If so, I wonder if the mimic was acting like a shade. I don't know how the behavior works for them. I don't know if it's... So you can see the orbs. I don't know if they can mimic multiple ghosts per session, or if it's like they'll pick one ghost to mimic for the whole thing. But let's see. Fingerprints. Ah, that was one of my possibilities. But, like I said, with the mimic's evidence, if we can get it to do a spirit box response, that might actually mean we have a mimic instead of a Hantu. It's gonna be a close call, but that also, like I said, does explain why it keeps turning off the breaker. Because it's being a pain in my butt. Okay, what else do we have? Candle. So I need a spirit box. And drop. Grab it. And shift. Okie dokie. Let's get ourselves back up there. There's a spirit box in here, but it's downstairs. So let's set up this candle. Oh. Where are you? Are you here? Are you with us? Are you friendly? Are you not friendly? Are you mad? Not going to completely count that off yet, but I need to go grab a photo cam to get pictures. Where was the... It's in the bathroom. I was like, where was the bone? It's a pelvis, and it's in the bathroom next to the bathtub. The Swiss cheese remembers things every now and then. Actually, I want to see if it burns out the candle, or blows it out. Hantus have this weird thing with candles, though. What is it with their behavior in candles? I can't remember. I think you can trigger a Hantu if you can, if you drop a candle and make it go out. So I don't know. But also, since candles are warm, Hantus are supposed to kind of calm down around them, I think. Yeah, I don't know, Rose. Let's look it up. Of course it doesn't say. That's one of those behaviors that's not actually written down. But it does make a lot of sense now why it kept turning the breaker off. Oh! Wait, is that just a... Okay, no. This is why I always turn off, or I always try to remember to turn off my flashlight, because I thought that was the ghosts can have this weird mist ball thing appear, and I thought that's what I was seeing, but I was just seeing the reflection of my flashlight. So yeah, I don't think the ghost is going to blow out that candle. But I still need to get pictures anyway. So let's grab a camera. We don't need to worry about any other pieces of evidence right now. Okay, no. So let's go get a picture. We might also get a picture of some fingerprints if I can get it to touch some more stuff. Crouch. Picture. Thank you. I still wonder why there's a mechanic that has just bones, just human bones, just laying about. Hello, ghost. Are you here? Can you touch a window? Can you touch something? Preferably not me. No, breaker's still on. Can you touch something? Can you give me a sign? Hello, ghost. I know you're here because it's still freezing. Can you give me a sign? Yeah, you like to throw things. I really need you to touch something. Can you touch the door? Can you touch this door for me? You can touch the light switch, whatever you want. Can you show yourself? You really don't want to make it easy on me, do you? Show yourself. No. Can you touch this window? I really wish that the ghosts were more interactive when you start asking them things. Can you touch the door? Can you show yourself? Can you give me a ghost event? Can I get something? Do I just have to accept that you are being a jerk? It's the candle, isn't it? The candle pissed you off, right? Loser. Sometimes antagonizing them works. Not hunting. And I just didn't take pictures of those fingerprints when I needed to. Can you give me a sign? Please. That's a good sign. Okay, well, I got a photo of the ghost, which is more than I hoped for, so I guess I don't need the other clue thingy. What are those even called? Objectives? I guess I don't need that. Yeah, no, I don't need that. We're good. Oh, and it did blow the candle out. So, yeah, we're fine. I will agree to haunt you. If it's not a haunt you, I feel slighted, but I think we're good. Oh, she feisty. Jason. Sorry, Jason. Yeah, I think we're gonna call that, we're gonna call it good. I swear if it's a mimic, I'm gonna be absolutely pissed. Moment of truth. Drum roll, please. Huntu! Not bad, Jason. 1 ghost event. 51 ghost interactions. What were they? Where was I? Okay, I am starting to feel like extremely tired. So, I'm going to end the episode here, but thank you everyone so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will be back tomorrow with another episode of my Discord Members' Choice. If you want to get on the voting, you can go to Discord. I actually have 29. I counted them before the stream. I have 29 games that my Discord members can pick from. So if you want to go see what games we have available for voting, you can go there. If you want to see any of the previous episodes that I've done, they are on my YouTube channel, which is linked on Twitch. And if you like this episode, please consider giving me a follow on Twitch. It helps the channel, helps make me feel a little bit better. But once again, I will be back tomorrow. So until then, I hope everyone has a fantastic evening, and I hope to see you then. Bye!